Have you noticed that your energy isn't what it used to be? Maybe the workouts feel harder, the weight doesn't come off as easily, or your sleep feels lighter and less refreshing. After 30, something subtle begins to shift inside your body. It's not sudden, it's not dramatic, but it's real. Your hormones begin changing. And most people have no idea it's happening. These chemical messengers control everything from your metabolism to your mood, your skin, your stress levels, and even your motivation. The problem is, many people blame themselves. They think they're lazy, aging poorly, or doing something wrong. But the truth is far more biological. In this video, we're breaking down exactly what happens to your hormones after 30, why it matters, and how you can stay in control. Because understanding your hormones isn't about fear, it's about power. And what you're about to learn could completely change how you approach your health from this point forward. Before we dive deeper, here's something most doctors don't explain clearly. Hormonal decline doesn't mean dysfunction. It means transition. Around age 30, the endocrine system, the network of glands that produce hormones, becomes slightly less efficient. That includes the thyroid, adrenal glands, ovaries, and testes. These changes happen slowly, often unnoticed at first. But small shifts in hormone levels can create noticeable effects over time. You may feel slightly more tired, slightly more sensitive to stress, or slightly slower to recover from workouts. These are early signs of hormonal recalibration. And here's the key: the earlier you understand these shifts, the easier it is to prevent imbalance later. So as we move forward, ask yourself, have I noticed subtle changes in my body since turning 30? Keep that question in mind. Let's talk about metabolism first. One of the biggest complaints after 30 is unexpected weight gain. You're eating the same foods. You're exercising the same way. Yet your body responds differently. This happens partly because muscle mass begins to decline naturally, and muscle is metabolically active tissue. At the same time, growth hormone production decreases slightly. Your thyroid function may slow just enough to affect calorie burning. The result: fat storage becomes easier, especially around the abdomen. This isn't about willpower. It's about biology. But here's the good news: strength training and protein intake can significantly slow this decline. Your metabolism isn't broken. It just needs a smarter strategy. Now let's discuss testosterone. Many people think testosterone only matters for men, but that's not true. Both men and women rely on it for muscle tone, confidence, motivation, and libido. After 30, testosterone declines by about 1% per year in men. In women, levels also gradually shift. The changes are subtle but cumulative. Lower testosterone can mean reduced drive, slower recovery, increased body fat, and lower mood stability. This doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in quietly. The powerful part: resistance training, adequate sleep, and stress reduction can naturally support healthy levels. You are not powerless here. For women, estrogen and progesterone begin fluctuating more noticeably in the 30s. Even if periods remain regular, hormonal rhythm may shift. Progesterone often declines earlier than estrogen, creating what's known as relative estrogen dominance. This can cause stronger PMS, bloating, mood swings, and heavier cycles. Skin may become slightly drier. Collagen production slows. These are not signs of decline, they are signs of hormonal evolution. Supporting liver health, managing stress, and balancing blood sugar play a critical role in maintaining estrogen balance. Small daily habits create long-term stability. Let's pause for a second. If this is resonating with you, take a moment to like the video and subscribe. Because what we're about to discuss next could be the missing link behind your stress and fatigue. Cortisol, your primary stress hormone, becomes more influential after 30. Responsibilities increase. Careers intensify. Sleep often decreases. Chronic stress raises cortisol levels, which directly interferes with thyroid hormones, reproductive hormones, and insulin sensitivity. Elevated cortisol can trigger belly fat storage, sugar cravings, and poor sleep cycles. This creates a loop. Stress disrupts sleep, poor sleep raises cortisol, and higher cortisol disrupts other hormones. Breaking this cycle is essential. Deep breathing, walking, sunlight exposure, and sleep consistency are not luxuries. They are hormonal medicine. Speaking of insulin, blood sugar control becomes more important after 30. Insulin sensitivity may decline slightly, especially with sedentary habits. That means your body stores sugar as fat more easily. Energy crashes become more common. Cravings intensify. Over time, this can increase the risk of metabolic disorders. But balancing blood sugar is simpler than most people think. Protein-rich meals, fiber intake, strength training, and limiting ultra-processed foods dramatically improve insulin response. Stable blood sugar equals stable hormones. Sleep changes are another major shift. Melatonin production slowly declines with age. You may find it harder to fall asleep or stay asleep. Even mild sleep disruption affects growth hormone, cortisol rhythm, and appetite hormones like leptin and ghrelin. This is why poor sleep after 30 often leads to weight gain and mood changes. Prioritizing sleep hygiene, dark rooms, no screens before bed, consistent timing, becomes a powerful hormonal strategy. Let's talk thyroid health. The thyroid regulates metabolism, temperature, and energy. After 30, especially in women, thyroid disorders become more common. Symptoms may include unexplained fatigue, hair thinning, cold sensitivity, or stubborn weight gain. Many people dismiss these signs as normal aging. But early testing and nutritional support, including iodine, selenium, and zinc, can make a huge difference. Another often ignored hormone is growth hormone. It peaks in your 20s and gradually declines afterward. Growth hormone supports muscle repair, fat metabolism, and skin elasticity. Lower levels contribute to slower recovery and subtle aging signs. The most powerful natural trigger: deep sleep and high-intensity strength training. Fertility also shifts. Women experience gradual egg quality decline starting in their early 30s. Ovulation may become less predictable. Men experience slower sperm production and subtle testosterone changes. Awareness allows informed decisions. Timing matters. Here's something empowering. Hormonal change does not equal hormonal disaster. Your body is adapting, not failing. Lifestyle has more influence than genetics in many cases. Movement, nutrition, stress management, and sleep are the 4 pillars of hormonal longevity. Before we move to the final section, ask yourself, which of these areas do I need to improve first? Awareness is the beginning of control. The biggest mistake people make after 30 is ignoring small symptoms until they become large problems. Subtle fatigue, mild weight gain, occasional mood shifts. These are early signals. When addressed early, balance is achievable. Your 30s are not the beginning of decline. They are the beginning of strategic health. When you understand your hormones, you stop fighting your body and start working with it. And that changes everything. If this video helped you see your health differently, share it with someone who just turned 30. Because knowledge at the right time can prevent years of confusion.